Yo, what's up guys? It's been a minute since I dropped anything on this channel, especially Pokemon related. But I did something real fun that I thought I'd share with you guys, so let's just get into it. I decided to do a hardcore Pokemon White 2 Rivallocke with my OG Pokemon friend Derek. Basically what that is a normal Nuzlocke. I'll put the rules on the screen right now, but basically, a Nuzlocke is where you only catch the first Pokemon each route. If a Pokemon faints, it dies, basic rules. Hopefully you guys are familiar with that. Hardcore Nuzlocke is when you can't overlevel past the gym leader's ace before the fight, and you can't use any potions or X items or any item in battle, and you also can't play on switch mode. You gotta play on set. But the Rivallocke is when you, after every gym fight, fight your friend on Showdown who is also doing the same thing as you. We basically made it have a point system where there's the 8 gyms and then the league battle, like after the league. So that's 9, and then we just did best of 9 with the first person getting 5 points winning, 1 point after each win. We added another rule that we kind of made up where after the fight, the loser has to randomly pick one of their 6 party Pokemon to faint, like randomly, and it kind of gave us like consequences for losing the battle, and let us like keep our teams new and exciting and all that. So it just seemed like a great way to keep the battles interesting and punish the loser. And this format really worked well with the hardcore Nuzlocke rules, like overleveling and playing on set, because we played with the same levels, the level cap, and we played on set mode because that's how competitive Pokemon is played. The hard part of this was not the bot or anything like the AI in the Pokemon games. The battles in the game were fairly easy, but fighting another like sentient human being that like knows how to switch and can strategize and knows which mons he can keep in the back is way more difficult than just using stab moves against a certain gym leader who only has this type or that type. So yeah, this was pretty much a competition because only one of us can win. So at the end of the day, I wanted to win and he wanted to win. So yeah, that was the whole goal. We wanted to have a fun Nuzlocke, but we wanted to like compete with each other instead of doing something like a Soul Link where if their Pokemon are dying, you're getting pissed off because that means yours are dying. So yeah, we wanted to be like in control of our own teams and our own plays and all that stuff. So yeah. So now that we got that explanation out of the way, I encourage you to drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment, all that shit. Not only would it mean a lot to me, but it would help get some better reception to have you make more content. So yeah, that'd be appreciated. So I decided to start the run by picking Oshawott. Now, I had a few reasons behind this, but my main one was that if he picks a Tepig, then I win that starting matchup. If he picks a Oshawott, then I have a neutral matchup. And if he picks Snivy, he has a Snivy, and I am totally okay with that. I also have had issues in the past, mostly Black and White 1, but there just not being very many good water types, so I thought, hey, I think Oshawott is the safest, and it's usually what I pick when I play these games, and I don't really want to use a Snivy at all, so yeah, that was my thought process. So I ended up doing all the Velocity Ranch stuff, and then beat Sharon with no deaths. The Sharon fight was actually pretty close. I believe I risked a crit on Oshawott, but I was hit into Torrent range, so my water gun killed. Sorry for no footage, but that's just how this specific one is going to go. I'm focusing more on the rival battles and the gym leader fights because the gym leader fights are fairly easy. Anyways, so let's go over my Pokemon before I fight my boy Derek. So we got the Lillipup from the Velocity Ranch. I love always getting Lillipup in the Nova games, big dub all around. We got Dove, who is pretty trash, but I mean, I'll take what I can get. Got him at that big ass Route 20 that goes to Velocity Ranch. Got my starter Oshawott, obviously. He is, pretty solid in Unova all around. Like I said, it should get good matches versus his starter no matter what. And lastly, I got a Purloin, who I'm not super excited to have, but is what it is. It's something. My natures were actually pretty good this batch of Pokemon. I got a Lillipup, which is terrible, but I got an Adamant Pidove and a Quiet Oshawott, so boost Pidove's attack and Oshawott's special attack, which is pretty solid. And my Purloin had like a mediocre nature, it didn't really matter. So that was my team going into my rival battle, and so let's get to that. Okay, so we hop on Showdown, and the battle has started. We're at Team Preview, and he has 3 Pokemon and I have 4, which is amazing. He chose a Snivy, and his other 2 encounters aren't super good, which is great. But also I noticed that we have items on all of our Pokemon. I'm pretty sure the only items we got at this point were the Oranberries, so I think we were just spamming Oranberry. So yeah. And I believe my Pidove hopefully should do something this game, so I lead off with my Purloin. I'm just to get damage on something, so I go for Fury Swipes. My Purloin is now super useful, I don't need to keep it in the back for anything. And he sets up a workup, and I'm a little concerned, but I just go for a Fury Swipes to try to weaken it. And he tackles and does a shit ton of damage to me, but I can Orn out of range, which is great. So I go with the Fury Swipes and just try to do as much damage as possible. I don't really have a lot of control here, but I do burn his Oran. He decides to Sand Attack because he wants to be as healthy as he can, which is kind of respectable, honestly. I kind of like that play. He works up again, he's going for game. He's trying to make sure he's out of range from like a Water Gun or a Tackle. And my strongest move, Revengeance, is Quick Attack, so I just go into that. Now I think I'll just throw out some Gusts, and yeah, at this point, I am pretty much in tune to sweep with Pidove. I go for a Gust here. It gets me an Oran. I hit his Oran. I just Gust, and then I should win. He forfeits on Showdown, and he randomly got Patrat to die, because as I said earlier, after each battle the loser has to lose a Mon randomly, and his Mon was Patrat, so I kind of expected my Pidove to win here, and it did, so I was excited about that. And we are going to Roxy next. So I beat Roxy very easily. I believe she only attacked me like 1 time. It was kind of sad, dude. But I got a pretty cool team in the meantime. So I got a Duat. I'm pretty excited to have Duat. Razor Shell is just strong in the early game. I've known this for a while, so I was confident about that. My Pidove set is so amazing. I think my thought process was, okay, well, I'm not sure what really kills Growl plus Roost Pidove. Even if it's a Pidove, I don't know, Growl plus Roost is a good combo. I can lower their attack and then Roost up and get all my health back, and then I can work up myself, and then I have Super Luck Air Cutter, which is a pretty good chance to crit. Probably something like 40-50%, I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, this set was I was pretty much trying to go for a game with this set, considering that he had 2 grass types and his Mon that died was not a grass type. So I knew he had 2 grass types going into this match, and I had a normal Purloin that we had earlier that did kind of nothing except throw Fury Attack or Fury Swipes at Patrat. But I got Thief, which is nice, so I can steal his Oran after I use my Oran or something like that. And I'm glad that my Lillipup evolved into a Herdier. Herdier is really strong. I have Work Up plus Takedown, which looks really good. And lastly, I got Patrat as my new Verbank complex encounter. I was kind of bummed that I got like a Trash Mon instead of like a Riolu or not a Riolu, but like an Alligator or a Coughing or something like interesting, or a Magnemite. But I got a Patrat, which is okay. I'm winning Mons wise. He should have 4 max, so let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so we are in the game 2, and I notice he has 3 Mons instead of 4 like I expected. So I mean, okay, if I lose a 5v3, I am simply a choke artist. So I decide that I want to lead off with my Duat because, I mean, I'm versus 2 grass types. I'm just gonna throw random moves and die. I'm okay with that. That was my plan. I get a big defense drop here, my tackle here, and do a lot of damage, and he bug bites and steals my Orin after proccing his own Orin, so he is just benefiting from Orin really hard right now. My tackle, I probably should have Razor Shelled there, fishing for a second drop, since I just stayed in the next turn, but he Razor Leafed and took me out. Pretty unfortunate that I traded my D-Watt for a Seawaddle, but I'm like, okay, I'm still up in Mon, this is okay. I Rock Smash here, trying to get a defense drop. He works up, and I'm like, wait, what is this thing trying to do? I decided no more defense drop fishing, I just go for a takedown. He works up again, and he goes for a double slap, as I know my takedown will kill, so I have to try to maybe fish for a defense drop. He double slaps and gets 5 and hits my Orin down, and he makes a I make a choke and he makes a Giga Brain play. At this point my Rock Smash will kill, but I like takedown for 0 reason. I'm pretty sure takedown or Rock Smash kills from this point, but I decide to take down for absolutely 0 reason at all, and I die on the Servine instead of being able to maybe get, I don't know if I was faster than the Servine, but essentially my Herdier is down. So now I decide, okay, I'm gonna go for game with my Pidove. It's time. It's the time. But he accuracy drops me with Leaf Tornado, and I'm like, this is annoying. I have my Orin though. I think I'm good for now. I just reached back up to full. Could have worked up again, but it is what it is. I Air Cutter him, which was probably a choke. Because I probably should have boosted more into this Audino, because this Audino was a big threat. I Air Cutter this thing for 15, so I'm like, damn, I really should have boosted more if my Air Cutters are doing 15. But I am Super Luck Air Cutter, which is a high crit move, so I'm trying to fish for crits and get a lot of damage on right now. Unfortunately, he 3-hit double slaps me. I definitely rushed the Servine sequence a lot, but it was down to luck anyways with, Air Cutter, Leaf Tornado stuff. And then he casually just gets 3 here and breaks my Orin, and then kills me as I do 16 damage with my Patrat. And then I go into Bursa, I go for Thief, and he attracts me, and I die to a 5-hit Audino double slap. And this Thief was a huge choke. I just thought it would kill. I just straight up thought it would kill. But I mean, it was kind of RNG with Fury swipes anyways. So I met my RNG demise as he 5-hit double slaps as I am fully attract. Insanely sad way to go out. I made like an insane amount of chokes this game. I thought I couldn't lose this no matter what, which was unfortunate. And the Mon randomly picked to die was the Herdier, unfortunately, which I was excited to keep, but I got punished for playing insanely bad, so is what it is. So Berg was obviously easy. He had like 3 bug Pokemon, not that hard to take down. But let's get into what I use versus him and what I'm going to use versus Revel. So, we got Crobat here, my best encounter probably as of now. It's Jolly, which is plus speed minus special attack, which is pretty damn good. It means I'll probably outspeed everything that isn't like insanely boosted, like somebody that doesn't like Rock Polish like 4 times. Crobat is a fully evolved Pokemon in the 3rd gym, so that is really good. Wing Attack, Confuse Ray, Bite are some troll moves. I don't really know why I have Vanish Shock. I think I just put it there randomly. Then we got Kimmy Lilligant. Got her in the Castelia Garden. I have some great moves. Synthesis, Teeter Dance, Leech Sheet all are good utility moves for keeping me healthy and withering down the opponent, and Mega Drain kind of does the same thing, so I'm going all in on utility here. I wanted a better grass move, but I guess we'll use the Miracle Seed to do that. I got Dirk the Drillbur. Very, very, very good encounter right now, and will be even good or even better later. X-Drill is probably the best non-legendary in the game, so yeah. I'm gonna nip this. I just waited for a Dust Cloud. I didn't bother taking my chances with like some random wild mon like a Bulldor or something. I just wanted an Excadrill, so I'm like, let me get a Drillbur right now. Don't really have a good stab move. Dig is pretty bad in It's okay in game, but when I'm fighting another human being that can switch into like a flying type, it's pretty ass. Strength and Hone Claw should be good enough though, for sure. And then we got Tranquil, formerly a Pit of. Hopefully a little better. I'm going in for scope ones, all in on crit cheese, I guess. We got Tekka, my Pirate evolved. It actually has some good moves. I wish I was using Herdier, but maybe as of right now, I think Watchog would be better. Watchog probably falls off pretty fast in this game, but as of right now, I think it's better than Herdier. Maybe for this gym only. Impish is nice. Strength, Hypnosis, Crunch, Super Fang are all great moves right now. Next we got Duwat, unchanged from last time. I edited the items a little bit on Showdown, or before I went on Showdown, so that I think my Crobat has leftovers and some of my items are a little changed. So yeah, let's get into the Showdown battle. So here we are on Showdown. Him having Death early on really messed him up because I still have more Pokemon than him, which is like insanely good. He has a Raticate and a Darumaka and Boldore as his encounters. I didn't actually get my Sand Desert encounter because I just didn't really feel like I needed a Darumaka or a Sandile on my team, so I'm like, whatever, I can just get it later. Yeah, so I decide to lead off with my Lilligant because I'm like, if he leads Darumaka, I can go into my Duwat. He leads off and Bug Bites me. I double back into Lilligant, predicting the Boldore. And I just Teeter Dance, trying to force progress on Darumaka or Lilligant. Switching to Crobat. He Bug Bites me. Thank goodness I don't have a Bug or a Berry. That'd be kind of annoying. I have lefties instead for keeping myself healthy. I bite, don't do a lot of damage. I go into Drillbur, and his Rock Blast does a shit ton of damage. I was thinking maybe I should have put a Violet. No, I think I did have a Violet. No, not mine. Okay, yeah, so that Boulder is really, really strong. Drillbur's defense is not really that good. I'm less invested in, so it makes sense. My Metal Claw to try to get some damage on stuff. He sends in Again, Razor release me for nothing. I am continuously chipping at the Boulder. No mention this, I'm fast. He Rock Blast and Miss, that's nice. When he goes Lavinia, I go for the Metal Claw. I keep trying to Metal Claw as a mid-ground to hit Boulder and Lavinia, because I don't really want to dig versus him, it just doesn't seem that good. Confused Ray, the Boulder, trying to get some progress on him. But he kills me while confused, so I guess that makes up for the miss, huh? 5 hit, 3 confusion, pretty crazy. I go this thing, Razor Shell for some chip. I don't know if this has recovery or not, I don't really remember. But I go back, he predicts me, gets Rock Blast. He's making a good play, trying to force progress by Rock Blasting, because that guy's doing the most damage. But I do have Synthesis on Lilligant, and I leech up here, and he Secret Powers and paralyzes me. This is actually, a bug on Showdown. In game, it's actually accuracy dropping. So it's kind of like Mud Slap. But on Showdown, it is 30% chance to para instead of 30% chance to drop Confusion. This is actually pretty big in a few of our fights. But I mean, I don't really care. I can't Wi-Fi battle, so I don't really have an alternative. So I do get paralyzed here, unfortunately, due to a bug on Showdowns, and that they fix later. But yeah, I decide to, I think, go for a Mega Drain. I go for a Teeter Dance, trying to catch the Darumaka in on the switch. Yeah. Now he goes into it, and I go into my Watchog. And I don't really want to take a gigantic Fire Punch, so I'm going to do. I still do take a gigantic Fire Punch, but at least I get progress on the Levani. I go back into Crobat. You know, I can just click Bite and weaken the Boulder, or I can double. I actually Wing Attack here. I don't really know why I didn't Bite, but Wing Attack is a good play since he stayed in. So he goes for the Rock Blast, which is actually really bad since I'm paralyzed. He can just outspeed and kill me. His Boulder is putting in overtime. I kind of wish I got one, but Drillbur is better long term, so is what it is. I go for a Water Gun. He goes Eradicate. So I get Strength. Lefty's putting in a lot of work here. I confuse Ray trying to get a Boulder or Eradicate, and he does get confused. I go for a Tract. Oh, I replaced Venusaur with a Tract. And then I go for the Confuser again. I was trying to cheese, honestly. But it's okay. He Secret Powers. And does not pair, thank God. I Super Fang for chip, even though it does have a generator, as I showed you guys earlier. I get my Citrus Berry, getting me back into 62. Nice strength and crit here, which did matter. But I Super Fang here, just trying to chip this annoying ass Boldore. He Rock Blast. Does he get 5 million hits? Let's see. Oh, he only got 3. So I Super Fang, he goes Eradicate. He strengths me. Kills me. I go to Crobat, and at this point, Crobat can pretty much just sweep. I Wing Attack here. Don't kill it, but Fire Punch doesn't kill me. If he burned, I might have lost, but he didn't. And I Bite, and at this point, it is pretty much over. I believe I can sweep with my Tranquil and my do what? I go for the Water Gun, kill it. I don't know if I'm faster. I'm not, but I still live a hit, so I do win with the Water Gun. So his mon that dies is Boldore. We were playing with a slightly modified ROM that actually lets you just level up Boldore and evolve it into Gigalith instead of training it. So this was kind of a bad death for him, I won't lie. He could have got his Eradicator, you know, Levanti. I guess Levanti's okay, but he probably would have rather had his Eradicate die than his Boldore, because Boldore, let's be honest, Boldore kept him in this game, and unfortunately he got unlucky and Boldore died, so that is tough for him. So after a lot of encounters and a insanely stupid decision of me to keep my Crobat in on a Solosis leading to its death, we have the post-Elisa team. Obviously, you can look here, I have 2 ground types. Elisa was insanely easy. So let's go over what we got. I got a Jolly Regenerator Audino, so that makes 2 of us with Regenerator Audinos. I know, it sounds very fun. Secret Power, you know, being the paralyzing move at this point that it was on Pokemon Showdown. Work Up, Refresh, Attract, all good utility moves. We got Booty Call with a Sand Slash. Pretty mid encounter, honestly, since I have an Excadrill at the moment, but you never know what Magnitude can do. So Magnitude, Rock Tomb, Strength, you know. Rock Tomb kind of sucks in this gen, but it's okay. And I have Cut for no reason. Yeah, Sand Slash is okay. We got Darumaka. Modest, but he's usable. He hits hard, even with Modest. I swear, all the Darumakas I ever get. The last time I played Unova, I also got a Modest Darumaka. So the more things change, but I stay the same. Then I got Excadrill. Normally Excadrill evolves at level 31, but we had a rule that if the Pokemon evolves during the gym fight, there's not really anything we can do, and we can just make it level 30 on Showdown with the evolved form. So we did that. I have Rock Slide as a decent move. No great stab move yet, but that's okay. Then we got Kim with Quiver Dance over Teeter Dance, better dance move. Same stuff as always. And then Sky's around the side here with pretty much the same thing he's always done, so let's get in the Showdown battle. I expect my Excadrill and my Duo to be big here. Maybe my Lilligant too, so let's see what happens. I lead off with the Sand Slash, and I go for the Rock Tomb immediately. And do less than half, and I'm like, what? If I had a Rock Gem, that would be a clean 2KO. I go for the Strength for like no reason, because I was trying to put it into 2KO range, but I didn't know he had Heal Order, so I'm just going for Rock Tombs at this point. I'm kind of not really sure what my plan is. I go into Darumaka hard at this point, and I'm gonna go for a Fire Punch. Hopefully do a lot. I do less than half and die to Power Gem, so I'm like, this sucks. I sacked Darumaka for no reason. So I go Excadrill because of my Rock Slide that I have. And I try to bluff like I don't have it. And he sees through that, unfortunately. I go for a Dig here, knowing that he can't really go into Vespiquen, because then I just Rock Slide it again. So this is the one time Dig could actually be useful versus him. He goes into his Intimidate, Kakarot. I just go to my Lilligant, and I think I go Audino here because I know this is coming. I click Thunder Wave that I got from the Nimbasa TM store, and I click Paralyze it, which is really important. I believe I had Reflect at this point too, maybe? I don't know. I go for the Razor Shell, just take him out. He doesn't really have a switch in, so it makes sense. Here's an Ichichino. Misses a Sing, unfortunately. Sing is insanely low accuracy, but I kind of have to stay in here, I think, because Gen 5 sleep is actually terrible. It resets your turns after you switch out, so he goes for the workup and tickle, so this looks kind of dangerous. But I do wake up and I go for the strength and crit him, unfortunately for him, but I do get Q charmed here. I switch out and he sings and misses. He sings and hits this time, but I don't really care about my Sand Slash right now, so that is totally fine. I just go back into Excadrill. The crit was pretty bad for him, obviously. But he tail slaps, gets a lot of hits here. He's not skill link, but it hits 4 times. I take him out, and it's looking pretty bad for him. Hopefully Dewar can just win at this point. I am pretty healthy too. I just go Lilligant, and I know that I can just make a drain and, you know, go Excadrill. I Quiver Dance here, yeah. I Quiver Dance here for like no reason. Go for the Leech Seed. He misses Slash because I'm Bright Powder, which is funny. And then he forfeits because he just can't beat this. The mon that dies here is Vespiquen, unfortunately for him. He really liked his Vespiquen, and he's kind of been getting bad luck ever since his Bulldor died. So that sucks for him. That crit on Excadrill was pretty big. I don't really know how the game would have gone without it. I had some healthy mons, but you never know. Okay, so the winner of the next part is the winner of the Rivallocke. Click the link in the description or the title card right here to see the part 2 and who wins. I asked Derek if he would win a single battle versus me going forward, and this is what he said.
Okay, I'm gonna win the next 4.
The next 4? We only need 3.
I'm gonna win the next 5.
Very
Scratch that. The next.
Very brave. Very brave. Very brave.
No, scratch that. I'm gonna win the next 8.